Happy Sunday and a very warm welcome to you wherever you're watching us from. What has fundamentally changed in the way the Architectural Association of Kenya works? Today we talk to the outgoing president of the association, Emma Miloyo, who shares more with us and the expectations that they have actually met in the 1 year that she has been at the helm of the association. You want to watch that discussion. A little later on, we pay a visit to the Kitengela Show House, yes, in Kitengela, and see the process of making the beautiful pieces of decor that they have in display. But first, let's have a look at the amazing upcoming Purple Haze residences situated in Kilimani. Beautiful. Check them out. Hi guys, so today we're here at Purple Haze Residences in Kilimani, an amazing and upcoming residential area. This is the address you want to live, guys. This, I understand, is one of the courtyards, which will be something like representing fire or something like that. But anyway, we will get to hear more from Mr. Deep, who will take us through the whole of this 3-bedroom apartment, and he's in here waiting for us.
Hello, Jamila.
Mr. Deep, hi.
How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Welcome
nice
to Purple Haze.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful and already feels so airy.
Oh,
Tell
I'm
me
glad.
about
This is our 3-bedroom show house. So let me start you off. Want you to see some of the awards we've gotten for this project.
Indeed.
We have the best residential development in Kenya,
Wow.
best architecture for multiple residents in Africa,
Yes.
best residential development in Africa, which was the one that we're most proud of.
Yeah.
And we have the 5-star award in the best architecture as well.
Tell me what's very unique and what is the outstanding concept behind this property?
So we look to establish a new set and standard of living in Nairobi. You know, we looked around, so we went for an international architect to bring in a whole fresh outlook here. So they came up with this open plan, a lot of space. All the fittings are from Europe.
From Europe?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have full body porcelain tiles from Spain. We've got an Italian
Wow.
made kitchen.
Yes.
And the architect went with a very concrete and wood finish.
Concrete and wood.
Keeping up with modern design concepts.
I love the color and the feel of this kitchen. It's so easy on the eye and just feels so cool.
We're proud of this. So the silestone here is customized to the project. It's from Spain.
Yeah.
We've got the appliances from Germany. And if you open that hood over there, we've got
This is a hood.
This is a hood.
Oh.
It's concealed.
Wow.
It's
First of its kind. I've never
First of
seen
its kind.
this.
It's built in,
So cool.
and it actually extracts the air out of the building.
Out.
It doesn't just recycle it in within the
Amazing.
apartment like the others do.
Okay.
So it's a fully fitted kitchen,
Yes.
meaning that we're giving the appliances as well.
All right.
Other than the fridge, because people like different fridges.
Yeah.
So these are bar stools. What we have done for the project is the architect, the interior designer, and the architect.
That's a stool.
It's a stool. They've designed a whole set of furniture that can be added on.
Okay.
So it's made to measure. It's custom made.
Yeah.
So if there's any buyers that like this as an option,
Yeah.
we're able to consider and then
Okay.
give that at an added value.
Fantastic. Tell me about the fixtures in here.
Okay,
Nice.
so in terms of the fixtures, again, the loose fitting furniture, we're happy to give it as an added value.
At a cost.
And then we have gone with modern concept lighting all across the apartments.
So cool.
And just to let you know, that's a standard feature for all the apartments. So all the apartments will come fully fitted with all these lighting.
Yeah.
So this is a cloakroom for guests.
Yeah.
Keep affairs private.
Yeah.
Whenever your guests come, they can freshen up and
Yes,
not get back to the dining room.
This tile work, what is this?
So this is a rough piece to break up the monotony, so it looks different. It doesn't just look like a fixed concrete jungle.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And then you'll see a series of continuity done by the architect. So this is very important to the design. He's got the reveals added everywhere.
What do you mean?
So
Oh, this black.
Yeah, so there's a gap between the floor and the wall.
Okay.
And that's in order to ensure that the contractor gets the wall 100% in order. Otherwise, it starts to look wavy. So we've got the store and pantry over here. You can keep your suitcases, and we've also put space in for a freezer at the bottom.
Yes. What's this?
As we transition from the living areas to the more private areas, your bedrooms, We've gone with the cove lighting, so it gives a nice ambience. You know, you don't want lights flashing in your eyes as you go towards your bedroom for bed. So this is just a very nice calming effect as you go in. Great. Okay, so this is the master bedroom.
Oh, my goodness.
It's much bigger than the other rooms as well.
Wow. So Mr. Deep, please explain to us the reasoning behind this concept, because it feels like a very special project to you guys.
Yes, it is. It's a project that's very special to our heart, very close to us. And we've designed it in such a way that there's lots of open spaces. We have 2 towers, and between the 2 towers we have 2 courtyards in each. And each courtyard has been designed with the 5 senses. They're called the courtyards of 5 senses actually. And the 5 senses and elements of the earth have been fused together to create a theme for each of them.
Yes.
So you're always at peace as you walk through. It's like a journey going towards down to the river park.
It feels that way. Yeah.
And we have vertical living walls. I would say one of the tallest in Kenya. And then, you know, to complement that, we have a gym, we have a spa area, which is your jacuzzi, which is your steam, your sauna, and your resting area. And then we've got a business center where you can hold meetings, so you don't have to have people coming into your apartment, you can just book it down.
Yes.
We have a creche, which is like
for children?
Yeah, for children.
Okay.
It's like a play group, you know.
Yes, yes.
Get a few kids together, we'll have some coloring books around and things like that. We have a convenience store for the residents. So you can go and pick up your newspaper, your daily eggs, milk,
that
you know.
would be awesome, yes.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And then we also have a cigar lounge where you get people together. For the adults, mostly to socialize. And we have a clubhouse by the pool where you can host birthday parties.
Yeah.
And we have the rooftop Koroga areas.
Koroga areas. 4
different areas. Koroga is very special to Kenyans.
You guys have gone all out.
We have to have that.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's on the rooftop, it's open, you know, you have a kitchenette and you have the washroom facilities there as well. Nobody has to run down. And you're free to use them as residents. It's perfect.
Amazing, amazing. Glass deco, also known as decorative glass, is glass that is used for more than just a functional purpose, particularly if it is designed to be pretty or change the look of the space in which it is used. Art glass is an item that is made generally as an artwork for decoration, but often also for utility from glass, sometimes combined with other materials. Techniques include stained glass windows, leaded lights, or glass that has been placed into a kiln so that it will mold into a shape.
From drinking glasses to flower vases to oil dressing bottles, a lot, actually, 1,000 variety of glass items. We make bowls for your fruits. We make lights, chandelier. We make what we call dalle de vin. This is for your window. It's beautiful glass for your window.
In general, the term is restricted to modern glass items made by artists who have chosen to work in the medium of glass and both design and make their own pieces as fine art, rather than traditional glassworker craftsmen who often produce pieces designed by others, though their pieces certainly may form part of art.
So another product that we do that actually suits home decor is what we call dalle de vin, and it is this product. This product, so for your stairs, for all those windows above your door, above your stairs, this is the sweet glass for it.
And one of the amazing places that have taken glass making to another level is the famous Kitengela hot glass based in Rongai. 250 kilos of scrap window glass is melted at 1150 degrees centigrade and blown by an expert into hundreds of different objects designed by Anselm Crows.
This is a very unique technique of glass making, by the way. Today we're going to make a very beautiful piece. This is a center ball, and our head team here, William Gitonga, is going to do it for us. Instead of the red-orange stripes, we're going to make it in blue stripes instead, and that's why we have the blue powder over there. He just picked his glass, he goes to his bench and the process of shaping that glass starts. So remember, we need to do the spiral effect. So William just gathered new glass, it's all clear, and then he's here, colors the little piece of glass to get it blue. So then you will have two glasses here. There's one clear glass, which makes you the vessel, and then there is a small piece of glass over there, which is blue. You can now use the blue glass to draw your pattern. There we go, Dennis is coming. Then William gently applies the pattern. You draw it around your vessel. Good, that is so cool. Thank you. One thing happens with the recycled glass, that it cools down so quickly that you need to take it back to the fire. That is what William is doing now. You need to take it back to the fire to reheat it so that it becomes soft and you can now proceed from there. The more you reheat it, the more it becomes too soft. And it opens, by the way, that is it. Good. So then you swing it around, then gravity helps us form the flappy rim. There you go, done. So our beautiful piece. That is how hot it is. And as I said, never same. Similar, but not same.
All their objects are recycled. They burn used oil to melt their glass and pack it in recycled materials to send it all over the world.
Hey, it is indeed the month of women, the International Month of Women, and we are honored to be talking to the president of the Architectural Association of Kenya, Emma Miloyo. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Jamila.
So pleased to meet you.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
So how has it been so far for you, and what can you say is standing out since you took over the presidency of the association?
Thanks, Jamila, so much for that question. I think it's been an honor to have been voted in and to ascend to the leadership of the association. And really the association represents a lot of people, not only architects, engineers, planners, quantity surveyors, among others. So to be at the helm of this is really to be at the helm of industry, and I do not really take it for granted. And I think just in terms of visibility of the association, I think that's one of the key things that we have been able to achieve. And visibility for our association means visibility for our members and what they do and the value they add to the built environment. So we see a lot of collapsing buildings, and many times when you see those buildings collapse, they actually have not been done by professionals. So as an association, we have ensured that we are visible. We have ensured that we're advocating for using of professionals and local professions at that, even with international projects, ensuring that where is the voice of the local consultant who is localizing whatever is being done abroad or otherwise. And in terms of advocacy, so we have been at the fore of, even as we speak to government, automating processes in the built environment, for example with county governments, applying for our drawings just to make it that much easier for developers and people who are investing in the industry to do business. So I think in terms of visibility and advocacy with government, we have done very, very well.
Speaking on giving people good quality houses, how is your contribution towards that? Do you have a model for the Kenyan home, how it should look like? Or how are you going about it? What is this house that people, if the government is talking about a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, is it standard or what should we expect?
As an association, we've seen the need for that, because in this whole conversation of affordable housing, the quality of the house is very fundamental. But the question, how the conversation has been going, is a lot of financial, and the quality and model house is being lost in all that. So as an association, we are in the process of doing what we'd call affordable housing handbook, that this is the model, this is what it looks like, this is the engineering alternative engineering solutions that are available, and what the cost should be like. For one thing, what government is saying, but the reality on the ground, this is what it looks like in terms of building these houses, because a lot of it is going to be private sector driven. It's not, actually all of it is not going to be, it's not a government affair at all.
The fear from the public, I guess, is because most government funded or even government driven projects have not really taken off before. For instance, now there's the issue of the fund. You know, people are wondering who will be, you know, the patron, or who will look after this fund. And but coming from, you know, just listening to you, it seems like the private sector will be the ones now to oversee, you know, this thing coming to life.
Yeah. So in terms of the housing fund, that will be housed under the National Housing Corporation. The housing fund has always been there since the cap came into law in the 60s. Same time actually as Singapore did, and Singapore managed to do so much with their housing fund. So it's not a new thing in terms of a concept. However, the truth is that there's a trust deficit in the country, and people's questions are not around contributing. Actually, people have always contributed to SACCOs, to chamas. That's our culture of contributing together to amass and make something work, harambe, you know. But will my money be safe? Am I assured beyond this regime that my money will still and will count for something? And that's a challenge to government, because I think I've heard someone say once that for us to achieve the big four, the big one must be addressed, and the big one is corruption. So yes, the big problem. So I think that's a challenge to government, and I don't know how they can approach it. It's a monster actually, and that's the biggest impediment. I don't think people have a problem with contribution if they're assured they're going to get something out of it.
From where you sit, Emma, will this quest to have affordable housing come into life?
For the first time since independence, or maybe since the 70s, the conversation of affordable housing is happening in the political sphere. And you know, you can never underrate the value of political goodwill. So for me, I choose to see as a glass half full and not a glass half empty. That because of these conversations about affordable housing, we're now starting to think about how do we unlock the financial barrier to affordability? How do we make it easier for citizens to buy houses? And people are thinking and trying to be creative and thinking outside the box. Even if we score a C, I say it is better than zero. It's better than what we were 2 years ago, of no conversation, of 60% of people in Nairobi living in informal settlements because no one is thinking about people and aware and social housing. The conversation is happening, something is going to happen. It's going to be disruptive whether we like it or not, and that's a good thing. I totally agree with you that planning must come first, and that's been our feedback to government, even as we critique and look at it, and they engage us a lot, and this has been we have had back and forth with them and telling them that that affordable housing on its own, people do not only live in houses. When you're looking at the initial target of 1 million people, it meant if you even estimated and said there'll be 5-person households, that's 5 million people. Where are those children? Because it'll be 3 million children. Because if you're saying 2 adults and 3 children, 3 million children. Are we thinking about where the schools are going to be in this ecosystem? Houses do not exist alone. It's an ecosystem. Where are the public parks? Where are the hospitals? Where are the police stations? And we have numbers to support that. That even when you're thinking about 5 million people, you need about 1,000 early childhood centers. When you're thinking about the number of schools, and we're pushing them to say, are you speaking to the other ministries? Are they aligning even in the number of schools they are planning to put out in these spaces? So planning is a beginning, and that's something we're telling them. Where is the infrastructure? Has it been planned for? But in Kenya, sometimes infrastructure follows development. If someone puts up something in Syokimau, then we are chasing to come and put in sewer lines and do that later. But at least something is happening, and we are having that conversation and telling them, let us, and from that conversation, a lot of even World Bank and the like are supporting a lot of counties to develop their spatial plans, piggybacking on the affordable housing agenda. So it has got a lot of conversation going, not only in Kenya, but internationally, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. But I think they always say, the government, when we talk to them, let the perfect not get in the way of the good, that we are continuing to perfect. And this is something we continue to critique them on in terms of physical planning and spatial planning and thinking broadly, and even the quality of housing. That's not just affordable housing. There's a difference between mass housing and mass storage. So it should not be mass storage. It is housing, yeah?
How do you see this now affecting our economy in general?
It'll be a serious game changer, not only in big manufacturers, but even cottage industry, the people who make your doors and the like. And government is, from at least the conversations they've had with us, they're committed to building the SME industries and ensuring, you know, whether it's doors, and there's certain things that we can do, the windows, there are things we can do locally, and pushing and building that capacity. Of course, it's a whole ecosystem, but even the projections, and just recently I was in a forum where World Bank was presenting a diagnostic of this whole affordable housing, and they were showing what it means for us even by the 5th year, and how much the whole sector will be contributing to GDP. Even if we got to the 500,000, it will be immense. But we must be very calculated about that and ensure that we actually capacity build, so that we are able to actually meet the demand and that we don't go looking anywhere else. So the projections are super. I don't remember the figures offhand, but the projections in terms of contribution was in the trillions. Contribution of this and the multiplier effect it will have on our economy. It was something that we should all look forward to.
I truly hope someone is listening to you guys, because there's a lot of assurance coming from you just by having this conversation, and the believability, because you know you are a professional and you've been at it, and like you're saying, it's not rocket science. We can do it. We've done quite some amazing things as Kenyans. So this shouldn't be you know, a very difficult task for us. So thank you so much for your time. I'm glad we stopped by, and all the very best. Do you think you'll run again?
No. I want to pull a Mandela. I want to be a one-term president.
Oh, come on.
But I'll still be around, providing wisdom if I have any.
No, you have lots of wisdom.
Yeah, and I'll still be certainly. I'm passionate about, and that's why I got into leadership, because I was passionate about seeing change. And this affordable housing thing is really a gift in a sense as I leave, because it's about time we thought about how our people live. Everyone around us, basic shelter. Everyone around us, and how are they living? How is the nanny who takes care of your children? How does she live? You know?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I do wish you the very best.
Thank you so much, Jamila. I don't know whether I should shake hands. Handshake season.
That's all the time we had for you on today's edition of the show. Thank you so much to all our guests on the show today. Until next time, remember to talk to us on our social media handles at Jamila Mbugwa and at NTV Property Show. Hadi mara nyingine, asante sana.